Former UFC fighter Ryan Benoit has been suspended by USADA after he tested positive for a sleeping disorder drug. He last lost to Zaruch Adashev at UFC Vegas 33 and was released from the promotion. Even though he's no longer part of the UFC, he will still have to serve his 10-month suspension. Conor McGregor and Max Holloway have been going back and forth on Twitter. Max Holloway posted a tweet saying "Everyone, every time, everywhere, merch live now." Conor McGregor responded back saying "Light work." Max Holloway responded back saying "Light beats. My workout for our march. Should get you hyped up to fight." Conor McGregor ended it off with "I said play Maniac by Mark McCabe, you skinny streak of piss." Khamzat Chimaev recently showed interest in boxing the Paul brothers. He tweeted "I could smash these guys same night. Boxing." After successfully winning the interim UFC bantamweight title at UFC 267, Petr recently took a dig at TJ Dillashaw. He tweeted, "How's your recovery going, old cheater?" At TJ Dillashaw. Kenny Florian on the Anik Florian Podcast gave his thoughts on the next potential matchups for Justin Gaethje.
I think it's an important point to say, not only do they have to be a master grappler, they really have to be a master wrestler, right? Because you got to put Gaethje on his back. I don't think Oliveira is the guy to necessarily put him on his back. Oliveira is a slick striker, and Gaethje has to be careful there. But as far as negating or taking away the submission advantage for Oliveira, Gaethje can do that by just defending the takedown and keeping it on the feet. And I think he matches up extremely well against Oliveira. I just think that the way that he fights and the way that Oliveira fights, I really like Gaethje's chances in that, which is why I think he's so adamant and why he's calling for that fight.
Right.
Dustin Poirier, of course, we've seen that fight. I think that would be another banger, so I wouldn't mind seeing that again for sure. But Gaethje has put himself in this situation. I think he deserves it. You look at the way he fights and what he's done for the UFC and the fighters that he's beaten. I think that's the next shot. Now, against a guy like Makhachev that you mentioned earlier, that's a tougher matchup just because of that damn wrestling that he possesses. He's, basically a clone of Khabib with better striking.
After training strength lifting and then running a few miles on the treadmill fast, because I don't go for jogs, I run, baby. And then I got in the sauna. I hate the sauna so much, man. It's tough on me, but I thought about Tyson Fury in there, and I was in there competing, and I made sure before I got out, everybody that was in there when I got in there was out.
Matt Serra on the UFC Unfiltered Podcast gave his thoughts on Iaquinta's TKO loss to Bobby Green.
What I wanted to say was, I was there cornering Raging Iaquinta.
Yes.
And I just want to say that it's such an honor to always be in that guy's corner. Win, lose, draw, it's always an honor to be there. Al, he always comes to the fight.
Sure.
And props to Bobby Green.
Yeah.
Who looked fantastic.
He looked really good, yeah.
Wasn't overcome by the moment of being in Al's backyard and fighting at MSG.
That's right.
And he got him a two-piece up against the cage, and he's a good counter fighter, and he caught him. But I'm just saying that this is the game we play. And what came up on my timeline today, it's so funny, on your Facebook, your pictures come up.
Sure, yep.
And there was a picture of myself, Ray Longo, Raging out Iaquinta, and we're in Australia with Ross Pearson and his mates. You know what I mean? And we were taking a picture, having a drink after the fight, and that's a night that Al, really, I'm not gonna say burst on the scene, but he took out a veteran in Ross Pearson and finished him. So Al was on the other end. Al's been he gave many guys a rough night. You know what I mean? So for Al to take one the way he did last night, it happens in this game. The highs are high and the low are low, but if you know who you are, the lows aren't that low. I'm just proud. I'm always proud of the guy, and I'm happy to be, associated with the guy, no matter what. You know what I mean? And always proud.
Yeah, of course.
Me and Ray, we really love that guy, and if all our fighters had the mentality of Al Iaquinta, man, there's no better mentality. So there you go. I just wanted to say that. catching up with my old friend and housemate,
Yep.
Pete Spratt. So good to see you. We were in that house fucking 15 years ago or something. It's how long ago? Ages ago.
Oh, 06?
All I know is when I fought Pete, when I watched that fight, thank goodness that flying knee was a little to the left. If it was a little bit more to the center, it would have been the first Masvidal fucking Ben Askren.
Yeah.
Hey man, great seeing you, bro.
Brother.
Always good to see you.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I forgot to tell all you, my favorite people in the entire world. I'm going around the world. I am heading to Greenland today, like the tip of Greenland. Then I get to go to Germany, and then I'll finish up in Cuba, then head back to Nashville. So yeah, I'm super excited for this trip. I'm going to be visiting military bases. So if you have any military family members up in the North Pole, let me know, because I'd love to tell them hi for you. And any questions, keep following along here. I'm going to have YouTubes up the yin-yang about all this travel. And I look forward to telling each and every one of you about everything I got to see. I'm really looking forward to this.